Hi, I'm Rowenna Miller, and I am the author of Torn. Torn is about a seamstress, Sophie, who has an additional gift. She can sew charms into clothing. And as she is working to develop a relationship and a reputation among the nobility, her brother is involved in a revolutionary movement to actively undermine the nobility. And as things grow more and more violent, she is forced to begin to make a choice between the hopes that she had had before and her business and her family and the direction that her country may be going. One of the things that really excited me about writing Torn was getting to dig into a magical system that wasn't the most powerful or most important thing in the world that it occupied, but it was actually something that was part of a more marginalized sphere and that was more of a women's craft, especially because it relates to another traditionally women's sphere work, which is dressmaking, seamstressing. I do a lot of historical costuming and hand sewing, so getting to translate that to the page was really fun. Thinking about how would I describe this? How would I explain doing a spaced back stitch or a whip gather? How do I think about the texture of silk and the sound that it makes? How do I think about what fabrics you choose to use for what part of the project that you're doing? The choices that the characters are making are not always easy black and white ones. There really is no clear perfect right and wrong answer. But it's clear from the get-go with this story that there are some darker sides to this revolution. There are some motivations that could be really problematic. To have these characters wrestling with that and to have situations where there is no perfect right answer really brought me back and kind of wanted to keep deepening these characters. Sophie was definitely my favorite character to write, not just because she's the main character and you're seeing the world through her eyes, and not just because she's a seamstress and you're seeing beautiful silk gowns through her eyes, but because she is so resistant to change. She's very proud of everything that she's accomplished. She is terrified it's going to be taken away from her. And I think that there's a lot that I know I personally can identify with in that, and I think a lot of people can identify with in that